about the korban olah, the burnt offering. So Rashi cites Gemara, Zos Torah Olah, Hareinin Bo Lamed Al Hekter Chalovim Ve'vorim Sheikosher Kol Halaylo. That although the primary avodah of the korban, which is referred to in the Gemara's avodas Adam, the sprinkling of the blood means from the time of the slaughtering through the receiving, transporting, sprinkling of blood, that has to be done during the daytime. As the Torah tells us, B'yom Zivcho, during the day it's brought, but the burning of the limbs and the fats, this can be done throughout the night. We've mentioned many times, Chazal tell us that the whole concept of korban, the concept of korban is synonymous with kapara, with atonement, is always korban l'Hashem. It's only because there is midas harachmin, the attribute of mercy, that's why there's a place for korban. If not for the midas harachmin, there's no korban. The concept of tshuva is always within the context that's rachmin, that's chesed Hashem, that's God's kindness, that despite the fact is how seriously we fail, the person follows the protocol of tshuva, remorse, commits himself to the future, never to transgress again, the person is considered rehabilitated at various levels. The avod sadam, the sprinkling of the blood, that is the primary kapara. What happens if a person did slaughter it, receive the blood, transport, but didn't have a chance to sprinkle blood, and sundown comes, the korban's possible. It's not a valid korban. But if the blood was sprinkled, even if the flesh and the fats were not burnt, the person has kapara. He is atoned. Is it a complete atonement? It's not a mitzvah shlema. It's not considered complete. But to complete it, you're able to bring the fats and the limbs at night, which brings it to a complete level. Now, we mentioned many times, source the Chazal, that the daytime period is midas harachmin. The nighttime period is midas adin. It's the attribute of justice, the nighttime. The concept of korban, which is kapara, that can only be brought during the daytime, because day is midas harachmin. The nighttime period, midas adin, you can't. But in terms of to bring it to a complete level, if it was started during the daytime, the primary kapara atonement was during the day, you're able to complete it at nighttime. Where do you find something similar? You find something similar. We've mentioned the halacha is that a bezdin, a court, cannot convene during the daytime, during the nighttime. It's only during the daytime. At nighttime, a court cannot convene. Now, why can't they? Because the Torah says, "B'yom atchilu esbonov." It's based on a pasuk. During the day, they can convene. At nighttime, they cannot convene. Now, what is the whole concept of human justice? Justice on the terrestrial level. This midas harachmin. Rashi cites Chazal at the beginning of Bereshis that initially the intent of creation was Elokim, midas adin, the attribute of justice. But since Hashem saw the world cannot continue within that context of justice, shitivum ima midas harachmin. He coalesced it to midas harachmin. But there is din on a terrestrial level, and Chazal tell us, "Emei din lamati ish din lamala." If there's no human justice, then there's divine justice, which is where no one can actually survive that level of scrutiny. So what is din shel mato? Din shel mato. Justice on terrestrial level is midas harachmin. Now, what is the halacha? What is the law? If the court convenes during the daytime and they hadn't yet given the decision, the verdict, until nighttime, so the halacha is gomim es adin balayla. They can complete the din at nighttime. As long as the process started during daytime, they could complete it at nighttime. So it's similar. That as long as the primary adjudication, all that's during the day, and all that's lacking is the verdict at nighttime, they can complete it at nighttime. Similarly, if the main kapara is during the time of rachmim, then it could actually go into din to complete that level. That level could be completed later. Now, it's interesting. Avram is chesed. Yitzchok's din. Yaakov is rachmim. We know the Gemara tells us that the three tefillas we have is keneged avos tiknu. They correspond to Avram, Yitzchok, and Yaakov, but they also correspond to the three communal levels of sacrifice. The communal offering in the morning, the afternoon, and what's night? Night is what? Is hekter chalovim ve'vorim. You burn the limbs and the fats at nighttime. That's what that. And also we rule, it's rishus. It's not obligatory. Even if you don't, it's okay. Ma'ariv is rishus relative to what? To the first three tefillos. So we find the correlations, the corresponding factors to what? To the tefillah, to the avodah, and to what? And to the adjudication of law, to the law of avodah, which is midas harachmim, and the midas adin.